up, gang? Me and Caleb have a track coming out on Solar Systems April 7th. Super stoked to be back on the label. This is our third time releasing a Carson. And yeah, we're just super stoked. Wanted to do a little track breakdown. So I'll give you a little preview here and then we'll kind of get into it. Yeah, so that's the track. So yeah, let's get into it. Starting off with the kick, pretty solid kick. I got it from Phantom. They have some great sample packs. Got it up here. Yeah, so this is the Mirage. I used a lot of the samples from this pack for this track. Some super good stuff in there. With the kick, recently, I think Biropa showed me this trick from one of his videos. Kick tweak, super solid plugin, just gives it a little punch to that kick. And then another trick I really like doing, I've been doing it on all my tracks recently, is this sample pack called Click for Kicks, is the name of it. But yeah, it's just basically just little transients. And they really help the kick cut through the mix. So this is without it. Pretty solid, but then get that going, that little bit just really does something for me. So I've been doing it to all my kicks. As far as the bass line, I'm not the greatest at writing bass lines. As you can see, it's hitting on the grid on all of these. I did make some of the notes a little longer. That helps it just sound a little more human, a little more groovy. And then also, I mess with the velocity on these. That also helps it just sound more natural rather than super robotic. It's funny because we make a robotic music, but you got to try to make it sound human. So that really helps do that. Here's the bass by itself. And yeah, this was just a patch also from that Phantom pack. The only thing I did was I opened up the cutoff a little bit every like 8 bars. But yeah, that's the kick and bass. Aside from that, we got. So this is just a little pluck I have going throughout the track. It's got a little delay on it. Some reverb. Pretty cool. And then I'm a big fan of this sound. It's panning left, right, and kind of sounds like a monkey. Ooh, 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 ooh. So that's a lot of fun. And yeah, those are from Zen World. Shout out to Zen World. He's got some great presets. That guy's been making average producers sound great for a long time. I have basically every single one. I even got Deceiver, or Diva, I mean. Great stuff. For the claps, we got 3 layered. I panned them a little bit, one to the left, one to the right. And then I added a bit warmer to all of them. Without that, and then with it. makes a big difference. You don't want the clap to fade into the background. That helps a lot. And then I just got a little fill here. Pretty cool. Also a big part, I think, is this clav. Really ties the track together. Cool. From there, go to the hats. Yep. Alright, so we got the main hat. And then same thing, I pan one left, one right. Cool. Then we got a couple of drum loops. These guys are doing a lot of the work in this track. With the Latin Tech House, you know, you're going to need those background sounds. Mess with the transient a little bit. I'm sure everyone knows this trick. Just move that. The difference is pretty big, so this is how I have it. This is how it was originally. Cool. So there's that one. This one's just like a little perky one. It's a little bit lower. Love that. And then all together, got this hat loop with the 16. And then just this little one. Last, we got these shakers. Those really help fill out the space. And yeah, all together, some pretty groovy hats. Cool. After that, go to the effects. Pretty simple on the effects. I don't go too crazy on them. Just basically some sweeps, up and down, some impacts. Using a classic here, Sounds of Blanc Volume 1. Still going. And then these are some impacts. That one I just reversed it, and then led into the actual impact. Pretty cool sound, also from Phantom. One other thing I wanted to talk about would be Moose made these sweeps for you. I'm going to put the link in the description. They're super helpful. That way you don't have to go hunting for sweeps up and down that fit. You know, just drag out the MIDI for as long as you need it. And then it's just two buttons. Sweep up and then side chain. And they sound great. It's got quite a few options. Like 6 or 7 or 8 here. But yeah, those are great. I think it was like $10. Super worth it. Yeah, I used it a few times. Used it here too. Pretty good. Speaking of Moose, he actually showed me this trick a long time ago. It's a really cool way to lead into a sound. So, for example, this song, you know, the horn's like the main element of it. And what he showed me was a really cool way to, you know, tease the listener into getting excited for that sound. It's right here. And then it drops into it. Just so it doesn't come out of left field. The way you do that is, so what you're going to want to do is slap a reverb on whatever sound you're trying to lead into. And then just hit this freeze button. Super simple. When you hit that freeze button, whatever note it's at, if it's a vocal, whatever, it'll keep that going for infinity. That sound will just continue. And then what you can do is, you know, open up another audio track, record that, and then all you gotta do is add one of these guys. Easy. I use it for this right here, but you could also use it for atmosphere. Check, I do in the second drop. And then it's just got Kickstarter on it. Kickstarter 2's out. Made this track like maybe like 9 months ago, maybe a full year. I know I was playing it at home base, like it had already been out for a while. But yeah, anyways, yeah, it's a cool way to lead into it. You can get super creative with that. Show you the horns real quick. This guy's got wider on it. That's a free plugin from Infected Mushroom. I use it a lot. Kind of bring a sound in, take it from stereo or from mono to stereo. Super good. Kick starts on there, reverb, and then I just filter it up. Pretty easy. Aside from that, we got the chops that are used in the drop. So. But yeah, so those are the horns, and then the last thing I would show you guys would be the vocals. So a lot of these were actually from that same horn sample pack. Sometimes that just, you know, it's great to be creative, but sometimes if it fits the vibe, nothing wrong with doing that. And these fit great. I think I just kind of processed them a little differently. I'm not sure why I have so many different ones. And then I have this guy. This is kind of the main build sound. This guy's being filtered up. It also has some delay going up and down on the build, a little bit of compression and some reverb. Yeah, so that reverb just kind of goes up in the drop. Pretty cool. And then I just have a couple shouts, some dales.
Talib.
Okay, that's why I have two. So I was painting some to different sides. I think I did that with this too. Yep. And then the last sound, pretty cool here in the drop. Great for giving a little more energy to your track. You know, the regular drops right here. And then you just have this for the back half. But yeah, that's basically the track. If anyone, you know, wants to get it ahead of time, it's coming out April 7th. If you buy it, it's on Beatport already. If you buy it, I'd be happy to send it to you. But yeah, appreciate you guys checking it out. And we got another release on Technique coming out April 28th. So, I'll, you know, if you guys want me to do a video for that one, I'd be happy to do it. Cool.